What if I told you? Luffy's current Conqueror Haki isn't enough. Not even Gear 5 could stop the Gorosei from regenerating. He's punching them with everything he's got. And still, they keep coming back. But there's one final level. A terrifying stage of Conqueror Haki that can destroy enemies from the inside out. Joy Boy had it. Imu felt it. And now, Luffy has no choice but to master it. Because without it, he can't win this war. Hey, Super Synth D Studio here. One Piece 1148 kicks off with a chilling scene. The 10 kidnapped Elbaf. Children are now standing dangerously close to the edge of a cliff. Suddenly, a little girl named Ronia begins walking straight toward it. Turns out, she's following the path of an arrow shot by Gunko. The other kids start screaming her name, but Ronia says her legs are moving on their own, like she's being pulled toward the cliff. Ilva cries out, "Where are you going? You'll fall! Hey, Ronia!" Ronia turns her head back and smiles. "I'm okay, Ilva. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine. This isn't a big deal." But without realizing it, Ronia has stepped right onto the very tip of Gunko's arrow. She's now standing over a deadly drop. When she looks down, the smile vanishes. Her face freezes in terror and her breathing turns rapid and panicked. Ilva begs her to come back. That spot is beyond dangerous. It's right above the underworld. Yeah, that's right. If you fall from the sun world to the underworld, you're basically done for. Just ask Hadrudin and his crew. They were lucky Luffy saved them back then. We then see Gunko, posted up by the cliff, speaking to Sommers via Denden Mushi. He tells him, "The first brat is in position." Sommers grins. He tells Gunko to make sure the entire island hears that cursed little girl's scream. Then Sommers resumes his broadcast. He gives Mountain Beard Jarul a final warning. He's got 30 seconds to make a decision. If not, the first child is going over the edge. He demands Jarul give the order to torch the schools and the libraries. Jarul looks completely torn, and the nearby giants break into heated debate. One group shouts that White Sommers has lost his mind. Those owl libraries hold text passed down for thousands of years. But others argue that nothing is more important than saving the children. It's not about what they're asking, one says. It's about what we're deciding. Do we surrender or not? Another replies, "Let's just save the kids. Enough of this damn game." Cut to Saul, still unconscious. Robin tells Chopper to stay hidden, but Chopper warns her it's way too risky to fight until they know exactly what kind of power they're dealing with. Robin is done waiting. The Holy Knights are out to wipe out O'Hara's legacy, and she's not letting that happen. Meanwhile, Nami is screaming in rage. She's furious that the Holy Knights would even think about using children as hostages. "They're insane!" she shouts. "Even the worst scum in the world don't go after kids." Sommers just laughs. He tells Nami her screaming means nothing to him. "You bastard!" Nami roars. We see Brook, wrapped head to toe in bandages after getting destroyed by Gunko. Then the scene shifts again, to the crash site of the giant warrior pirates' Sval ship. Frankie and Ripley are ready to head out and save the children. Dory and Brogy are joining too. They split into two teams. One will take on the monsters. The other will go rescue the kids. And guess what? Even the giant moms have joined the fight. They've brought their own Sval ship and are rushing to Route 8 to save the children. Meanwhile, Sommers continues his broadcast, reminding everyone, when the libraries and schools burn, not a single book is allowed to be taken out. Because what the Holy Knights really want to destroy is Elbaf's culture and history. That's it. Robin's had enough. She bursts out of hiding and hits Sommers with 100 flowers. A massive hand slams into Sommers' face, smashing him to the ground. Nami cheers at Robin's arrival and asks if she's okay. Jinbei warns her to stay alert. They still don't know the full extent of the Holy Knight's powers. Robin gets it. She grows 4 arms around Sommers' neck and tries to snap it. Sommers recognizes her and starts to say her name. But before he can finish, Robin jerks his neck backward. Crack! Blood sprays out of his mouth. Nami's ecstatic. Usopp is stunned. Did Robin just break his neck? But Robin knows the truth. These Holy Knights are immortal. They can't be defeated like this. Sure enough, Sommers stands right back up, snapping his broken neck into place like nothing happened. And he just keeps broadcasting. 20 seconds left, he says coldly. Usopp is losing it. He's a zombie. Robin grabs Sommers and wraps her body around his, shocking him. He thinks she's into him. Whoa, are you trying to die with me? That's touching, but I'm not going to the afterlife with you. Usopp yells, Robin! What is she doing? Jinbei grits his teeth. She's trying to take him down with her. Robin tells Sommers, I know you're immortal, but if your invisible thorns disappear, we can save the children. Sommers sneers. You think dragging me off a cliff will get the kids out of range? He then sprouts thorns from his body, piercing Robin. But surprise, it's just one of her clones. The real Robin is already freeing Nami, Usopp, Brook, and Jinbei from their restraints. Nami is amazed. She got chills seeing Robin leap off that cliff. Robin uses a knife to try and cut the ropes, but it's no use. Jinbei realizes it. They'll have to defeat the Holy Night Girl if they want to break free of her powers. Then, we hear Sommers again. 10 seconds left. Jarl, I need your answer. Robin is stunned. Sommers survived. We see him. He used thorny vines to anchor himself to the cliff face, stopping his fall into the underworld. He contacts Gunko through the Den Mushi. Gunko let them hear the girl's voice. Gunko turns to Ronia. She says, Master Jarul, I love school. I've made so many friends there. And I love the library. The books teach us about the world. My teacher told me we should never hurt others or do things that make people sad. The school and library can be destroyed if it means saving me. But I think that would hurt everyone even more. So maybe it's better if I fall. Please don't worry about me, Master Jarul. And then she starts crying. I'm always lucky, so I'll be okay. Her words bring everyone to tears. The other children, Teacher Ange, even her parents. Sommers starts the countdown. 3, 2, Iunda. Jarul has no choice. Through tears, he tells Ange to burn the school and the library to save the children. All the giants are shocked. Even Robin sheds tears, knowing that the books of Ohara will be lost too. Ange lowers her head, heartbroken, but gets ready to obey the command. Back at Sunworld, Sommers finds the real Robin and traps her. He grabs her and prepares to strike. Usopp screams at her to run, but she can't. Her body is now bound too. But then, Gaban charges in at full speed and slashes off Sommers' arm before he can react. Sommers stares at his severed limb in disbelief. What? It's not regenerating? Before he can process it, Gaban closes the distance like lightning. It's been a while, Gaban growls, implying they've got history. Sommers panics. Scopper Gaban. Yep, they've fought before. And that fight most likely happened in God Valley in an absolutely insane scene. Gaban slashes Sommers right across the chest. Black lightning crackles from the strike, proof the attack is coated in haki. Gaban's face says it all. He's furious. So what kind of haki is Gaban using here to cancel Sommers' regeneration? Because the panel's kinda ambiguous, and we need to talk about it. If you look closely, the black lightning from Gaban's slash is thin, subtle. Also, only one of his axes is shown emitting black lightning. Compare that to the final slash Zoro used on King, where the lightning was thick and all 3 swords were crackling after the attack. So the question is, did Gaban really use Advanced Conqueror's Haki? Or did he just use Advanced Armament Haki with Internal Destruction, powerful enough to negate Sommers' regeneration? Speaking of Advanced Conqueror's Haki, Luffy also used it when he fought the Gorosei at Egghead, but he still couldn't disable their regeneration. At one point, he even smashed Walkuri's head using Gear 5 combined with Haki, and his own hand ended up hurting from the impact. So, what's the deal? Why didn't Luffy's Advanced Conqueror Haki work against them? Well, it's because all 5 Gorosei also possess Conqueror's Haki, and Luffy's Haki just wasn't strong enough to break through their defenses. During the Egghead incident, only Joy Boy's explosion of Haki was strong enough to damage the Gorosei. It didn't just hurt them, it actually forced them to revert back to their human forms. and sent them straight back to Mary Jouise against their will. And it didn't stop there. Even Imusama, the most mysterious being in the world, felt Joy Boy's haki. That tells us something huge. Joy Boy's Conqueror Haki was already on the highest level, the Internal Destruction level. Yeah, just like Armament Haki. At the emission stage of Advanced Armament, you can hit an enemy without touching them. And with Advanced Conqueror's Haki at the Infusion stage, you get the same deal. Your attack doesn't physically make contact, but the force is massive. But the highest stage of Conqueror's Haki? Yup. That's Internal Destruction. The same exact level Joy Boy used. The one that actually hurt Imu from the inside out. That's why she screamed like that. That's why she was in total panic. And now, Luffy needs to learn that technique too. Because if he ever wants to shut down regeneration from an opponent who also has Advanced Conqueror's Haki, he needs Internal Destruction. And guess who's gonna teach him how? Scopper Gaban. So now we know, Luffy's Conqueror Haki still has one more evolution. And it's not just about hitting harder, it's about tearing down the enemy's soul from the inside. Joy Boy already reached it. And now, with Scopper Gaban stepping in, Luffy's about to unlock a power that could flip the whole world on its head. If you're hyped to see Luffy master the final form of Haki, smash that like button, drop your wildest theory in the comments, and make sure to subscribe, because the next chapter might just change everything we know about Haki.